You don't lack confidence. You just built your self-worth out of applause instead of action. And now, you need the world to clap every time you breathe. That's not confidence. That's dependency in designer clothing. And worse, you thought if you just faked it long enough, the mirror would forget. I'm the dark light mentor. I don't coddle your image. I confront your shadow. Confidence isn't volume. It isn't posture, or mindset, or mantras on a Pinterest board soaked in lavender lies. It's consequence. It's doing something dangerous, alone, without needing permission, and surviving it. It's the part of you that steps into a room and doesn't shrink, not because you think you're better, but because you already chose who you'd be if they hated you. That's real power. That's earned certainty. You've been tricked, told that if you just love yourself, everything will click. But no one told you, love without proof becomes delusion. Confidence doesn't come from belief. It comes from scars that didn't kill you. And the reason you still feel like a fraud? You've been borrowing courage instead of bleeding for it. Let's make it worse. Every time you delayed the truth to avoid discomfort, you trained your nervous system to equate silence with safety. You weren't being smart. You were practicing invisibility. Now you wonder why you choke up in conflict. It's because your inner child keeps hijacking the mic every time tension enters the room. Your first test: choose one person you've been performing around. Now, tell them one uncomfortable truth this week, not to hurt them, but to unhook yourself. Confidence isn't built in the mirror. It's built in moments where you don't flinch. The second you stop editing your truth to fit someone's comfort, you start becoming immune to approval withdrawal. You can't fake it till you make it when the mask gets more praise than the face beneath it. Now here's the part they really didn't teach you. Confidence is not a feeling. It's a funeral. You bury the need to be liked. You kill the identity that needed to be understood. You let the insecure version of yourself die so the unapologetic one can breathe without chains. It hurts. It's terrifying. But it's how kings are born, still waiting to feel ready. That's the trap. Confidence isn't readiness. It's rebellion. You move first, then rebuild the belief from the wreckage. That's the second test, but not yet. You'll earn it when your voice shakes and you speak anyway. Comment below, what mask are you finally done performing behind? And what truth are you ready to say out loud? Not the polished version, not the polite version. Say it like a war cry from your spine, not a whisper from your throat. Drop your answer below, if you dare. And if you felt exposed reading this, good. That means it struck something real. Like, subscribe, slap that bell icon like you're cutting ties with the old, obedient version of yourself, the one who waited, hesitated, and hoped to be chosen. Because you're not here to build confidence. That's training wheels. You're here to become dangerous, to your doubt, to your delay, to every small version of you that ever begged for permission. Next time, I'm handing you a tool so sharp it scares even me, but it only works for those willing to bleed for their next evolution. If that's not you, run. But if it is, stay close. The cut is coming. The ritual begins soon.